Good evening, uh, fellow Tcash Soko application merchants. It is my hope that we are doing well today. My name is Amos. I'll be your facilitator today under our training session today on what we are going to be discussing, which is online orders and bookings. Remember, this session comes after we have done quite a number of activities in the course of the week. We started with on Monday, learning how to fix the shop. We went to how to make the first sale. We went to how to get paid, the wallet balances, and the KYC. On Tuesday, that is yesterday, we went to sell faster when it is busy, cash sales, records and statements, and we also dealt with send money and how you can withdraw your money. So today, under the session online orders and booking, we're going to learn how do actually customers get to place online orders to us. So that is the first thing that we're going to learn. In addition to that, you're going to learn how um, customers can book for services, how we can set delivery fees if we are to deliver products, so that means we earn more money, and how then we can set our operating hours and availability to ensure that anytime a customer is booking, they are booking and we are available. As we always say it, digital biashara is the future of biashara, and Tcash is the platform where we are making these biasharas of ours digital. Welcome once again. In case you have not watched any of our previous sessions, you can kindly do so by going to YouTube. You'll find the sessions there. Get to learn, get to start earning and making your biashara digital with Tcash. As I always say it, the beauty of the platform is the AI enabling. And why the AI enabling? Because now, once a business is AI enabled, it is a business not for today, but for the future. So I'm sharing my screen with you. On top of the screen, you can see at the top left, it's my face there. So that means I've done my KYC. That is the beauty of this is that when you do your KYC, then the app gets personal. You even have your personal profile picture showing on the personal side. Uh, the buttons at the middle are the ones we use to switch from the personal to the business side, and then the notification bell. Of course, you can see my Tcash balance is 136. I've spent zero today. I have one Rotary ticket and zero booking, so meaning I've not booked for any service today. But we want to see how can I book for service? Yani naweza book aje? Tuseme mimi ni customer wako, nimekuja kwa saloni yako, kwa baba shop yako, napata tu line, napata tu watu ni wengi, watu ni wengi, watu ni wengi. How can I use this platform to then get to show my customers how to book for their services online, ndio akikuja anakuja anapata niko ready waiting for him or her, ndio nipe services. So that is what you're going to see today. Of course, I've zero, I've not booked for any, and there is also a summary of the orders, the refer and earn, and of course you have the buttons below. That is the home, the shop, the scan, the wallet, and the transfer. So what I want us to start with in this session is how we can be able to place orders for products. Products ni vitu kama gani? Ni vitu kama manguo, vitu kama viatu, vitu kama vitabu. So maybe you want to buy something via the app na unataka ku place an order online ukiwa penye huko na uletewe penye huko, how can you go about doing that? Remember, the beauty of this is that now you're able to do it from a press of the button in your phone, order for that product from your most preferred shop. So how do you do that? Down there, I have the home, the shop, the scan, the wallet, and the transfer. Those are the buttons I have down there. So I'm supposed to touch on the shop because now I want to do shopping. Remember, I don't want to buy like something like a product. I don't want to do a service. I want to buy a product. So I'll go to shop. When I touch on the shop, then the map shows up. The 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 blacks you see are all the merchants who have connected their shops with the Tcash platform. They are getting many and many and many day in day out. So then how do I book for this product online? I must know either the shop I want to book from or ninajua kitu nataka. So, for example, tuseme I want to buy from a shop. There is a shop that is a friend of mine. Inaitwa CS Dress. How can I order from that shop? Ukiangalia pale juu, you have two options of doing it. Pale juu, uko na search button on your top left. There is a search button. When I touch on that search button, I can be able to search for either the category of the product that I want, or I can search for the name of the shop. So ukiangalia hapo chini, already inaniletea some of the searches zenye nimekuwa nikimake using my app. So of course, as a customer searches zitakuwa zinamuonyesha hapo. So once they are frequent customers to your shop, or they are searching for your shop most of the times, itakuwa inaapia hapo kama shortcut. Ikiapia hapo kama shortcut, it is so easy for them kupress there na apate kupata hiyo service once again. Then hapo chini you can see the top categories. Hizi ni zile categories zinauza sana. So say maybe hajui jina ya shop, but maybe anataka kitu kama food, kitu kama products, kitu kama shoewear, kitu kama agro chemicals and so on. Maybe that is a farmer. Kitu kama accessories, men clothes and so on. So for me, I will do a search to the CS Dress. So you can see that CS Dress is one of my latest searches, hapo juu. So nikitouch on, I have the option of typing the CS Dress. So I can type CS Dress. When I type the CS Dress, then I press on the search. The app searches for that shop. Inaanza kusearch for that shop. Once it has found that shop, a shop by that name, then it appears to me. You can see the shop has a logo. That is what the customer will be seeing from their end. Yani atakuwa naona logo ya biashara yako. And remember, the beauty of the platform, these logos are AI generated. So you don't pay anything to have a business logo. For example, the CS Dress didn't pay anything to have that business logo. Na unaona venye inakaa amazing. So once I touch on it, wakati nimeiguza, then the product zenye ako nazo zinaapia hapo. You can see one of the products zenye anauza ni nyama, anauza for example pork na 90 shillings per kg. Anauza ingine ground goat meat, anauza for 55 shillings per piece. Maybe mimi nikiangalia naona hii ya 55 ni kitu naweza afford, so naweza press on the ad. So customer anaweza search na a buy from your product from where they are. For example, I'm 93 kilometers from CS Dress, so I'm trying to buy from the CS Dress shop. So once I press on add, what I need to do, I need to press on the add button for the product that I need. So nikipata product yenye nataka kwa hii duka, nita press on the add button. So once I press on the add button, then unaona the cart down there becomes active, showing me that I have one product on the cart that is costing 55 shillings. So that is what now my cart is showing. So if I needed to add maybe something more, maybe ningetaka kuongeza kitu, for example, Coke Zero. You can see wako mpaka na soda ya Coke. So nikitaka kuadd hiyo, nita press on the add. So customer anaweza buy as many products as possible online. Na akizipurchase, akituma hiyo online order yake, wewe kama mwenye shop unazipack pamoja na una deliver kwa your client. So that is the beauty of the platform. So once you have the two, or maybe you can even add more if need be, but in my case I don't need to add more. I just need the two. Once I have the two, I can press on the cart. Nikiguza hiyo cart, inaniuliza hapo juu, do I want this delivered or do I want to pick them up from the shop? Pale juu kabisa, the first two options. So customer ako na choice ya kumake hapo, ana make choice ya kusema sasa ninataka hii niletewe kwangu ama niende nichukue kwa shop. So akitaka uichukue kwa shop, hiyo customer anataka akikuja kwa shop asikawie, apate hiyo mzigo yake umeipack already, inangoja yeye achukue. Akitaka delivery, inamaanisha yeye anataka hiyo product yake umpakie umpelekee place anaishi. The beauty of it ni ati huyu customer atakuwa naeka location yake. So you can see, for example, in my case, the delivery location is not added. So if I wanted kuchukua hii kitu, wanilete hii kitu place niko, I needed to add a delivery location. So ningeguza hiyo option ya ku add delivery location. So and then you can see it is picking me where I am. Then I can say done. So once I've said done, then imeshachukua delivery location. Ukiangalia huyu customer, sasa me as the customer nishapewa the total hapa kwa cart ishaongezeka, nimeongezewa delivery fee. Delivery fee ni pesa yenye nafaa kulipa juu ya kuletewa mzigo, so siletewi for free, there is a delivery fee. Ukiangalia delivery fee yangu ni kubwa because it's 450. Why is it 450? Because niko mbali sana na hii shop. So if sitaki sasa kulipa hii 450, I have another option of doing it. I can say I will pick it up. Nikisema na pick up, so utaona inaniletea some options down there. Once I pick on the pickup, nataka kuchukua ASAP. ASAP means unaichukua like in the next 10 minutes. Nataka kuichukua 6:15 to 6:30, ama nataka kuchukua 6:30 to 6:45, ama nataka kuchukua 6:45 to 7. So you have the option. So naweza sema maybe nitaichukua 7 p.m. to 7:15 p.m. And then once I'm done with that, because I'm still on the cart section, I can press on order. So nikiguza hiyo order namaanishaje? Like I'm now ordering this person to pack these things for me by 7, between 7 and 7:15 p.m. I'll be picking them up. So at the shop. So hiyo inamaanisha mi nitatoka kwenye niko niende kwa shop yake nichukue hizo vitu. So once I press on order, then it is asking me, do I want to proceed with this order? Of course, yes. When I say yes, then this screen shows up. Thank you for your order. Your order has been sent to CS Dress. You will receive a notification once the shop has accepted it. So what does that mean? E-shop inaweza amua accept order yangu ama ikatae accept. So once they accept, I'm going to receive a notification. Nikipata a notification, then I will know that they have either accepted or cancelled my order. And then once I get this, I am done. It is as simple as that. That is how you get to order a product online. But now, there's some of us who own salons, barbershops, who own what I would refer to as tuition centers and so on. And some of the customers we serve, tunawaserve sisi wenyewe. So your customer ataorder aje for that, atabukaje for that session. For example, I've had this case personally. Sometimes naenda kinyozi, napata like I have to wait, kuna queue, I have to wait, sijui kuna mtu amekuja before mimi, so I have to wait. So I've been thinking about how can we solve this challenge ndio mtu akuwe na book time yenye yeye anaenda. For example, sitaki kwenda kungoja hapo. So instead of calling this person, can we have a platform that is showing is allowing us to book with that person? So, and here is what this app is doing for us. It is solving that challenge. No, you don't have to call anymore. You can book for a service wherever you are from the comfort of your phone. Inamaanishaje? That customer anaweza kuwa yeye anafanya kazi kwa ofisi akiwa break yake ana book atapitia salon, ana book atapitia kinyozi, ana book atapitia whichever other place. So how do you go about that? You have to go back to home. When I go to home, you see hapa chini before the buttons below, you have the book services. Book services is for the services you'd want done to you. These are things that people can do to you. For example, a massage. Maybe I want a massage. Maybe I want a haircut. Maybe I want my hair done and so on. So you press on the book services. Once you press on the book services, then of course, this is going to show up. Find service providers. So it's telling me that I need to find service providers in my area. So you can search for the service provider within the area, or rather the product that you want. For example, within my area, okay, because the app is picking my location, live location, it is connecting me with some of the service providers within my area. Within my area, unaona niko na service providers 9,589. So naweza swipe tu nikitafuta mwenye nataka. General stores, men styles. So huyu ukiangalia logo yake inanionyesha this is a person who is doing haircuts. Maybe I don't want to do haircuts today. There is a boda guy here. This is another person. So that is another service. Maggie, CW, I don't know what they offer. But maybe if I touch on it, I can get. Bernard Madhu, I don't know what they offer, but you can see that it shows me as many service providers within my location as possible. So if naona sipati service provider mwenye nataka, I have the option of searching. Naweza search maybe haircut. Haircut. If that is what I want to do, naweza search haircut. Nikisearch haircut, nikiandika the word haircut, I can put the location yenye mi nataka kufanyiwa, which is now it's speaking Nairobi, Kenya for now. So it's speaking that I'm in Nairobi. So I need a haircut within Nairobi. So then I search. Once I press on search, you see that the app now is searching. Down here, you will see that they'll start appearing. Those people who are offering that service, or those businesses which are offering that service. So they have started appearing. We have the Nairobi one, these at Haile Selassie Avenue. We have Nelly's haircut and so on. So if I go by Nelly's haircut, I can go to book now. If I go to book now, this means I'm trying to book for that service. Mi nataka nifike hapo aninyoe. So you can see one of the things that shows up here is the business logo, and this is the beauty of it. So you're able to see a very beautiful business logo for Nelly's hair, and then of course you're able to see the location. So inakuonyesha the location, so siwezi potea. Nikitaka kwenda mpaka hapo, I'll just follow the map and then itajipata mpaka hapo. Then you can see the services. You remember the previous session, and if you didn't watch, you can still go back. It's there on YouTube. During the previous session, we dealt with how you can, edit services. So Nelly has edited the services they are offering, and you can see, for example, the hair trimming is 499. The hair wash is 499. The haircut for women is 499. So I can choose whichever service I want. If, for example, I want to do a hair trimming, I'll just tap on the hair trimming. I'll just come down here. Sorry. You can see the services. So you study them, you understand what you would want. Then you come down here and book appointment. So ni choose service yenye mi nataka. So maybe nataka hair trimming, hiyo ya 60 minutes inanionyesha. So when you come to the book appointment, you have the button there that you can touch to choose the service that you want. So niki touch on that button, inaniletea the kind of services that are there. So nachukua yenye mi nataka. Assuming I want the hair wash only, then I can choose an employee. What does this mean? That Nelly anaweza kuwa hata yeye hayuko hapo, by the way. So I have the option of choosing the employees wenye ameweka. So the employee's name is not appearing, but the phone number is appearing. So I'll just go with the phone number. And then I select the date. So nitaenda lini? Maybe itaenda, you can see when I press on choose the date, inaniletea this screen that has the calendar. The calendar is we're already in March. So you can see you cannot book for days that have passed already. So you can only book for days that are upcoming. So I can choose, maybe I want to go on 2nd of April. Maybe I want to go on 18th. Maybe I want to go tomorrow. Maybe I want to go on Friday, which is 13th. So you choose whichever day you want to visit the shop. So if I want to visit them on 13th, that is on Friday, then what time? It shows me the slots that are available. So for Nelly, the following slots are available. So mi naweza fika hiyo time, like naweza jichuzia time. It is showing me that this person ameweka hizi slots zikiwa available kwa nini yake, kwa platform yake online, so that now a person can book within those times. The times that are not here siwezi book. For example, siwezi book 7 a.m. because nikiangalia time zake zinaanza 8. So yeye anafungua job 8. So there is 8 to 8:30, 8:30 to 9:30 and so on. So ni seme maybe nataka kuwa the last customer. Nitabukio ya saa 4 ya usiku. So no, ya 8 ya usiku. So I will pay and book appointment. So I'll press on pay and book appointment. So to complete my booking, I'm having this booking summary of what I want, the provider, and the dates and the time. Then there is the total. I have the option of paying now and paying on site. So to pay now would mean nimlipe sahi. So mimi nikienda tu ni kuninyoa and it is done. Ama nimlipe nikishafika. So you choose. So I can say maybe for this person, I would want to say pay now. If you choose pay now, it will come to processing, and then now payment in process. I can scan this QR code to pay. I can pay with the external wallet, or I can click to pay in the app. So it is waiting for confirmation. But remember, I'm just doing this for the sake of training, and therefore I'll not continue and pay. So I'll just show you the next option. So when I come back again to pay and book appointment, then I have the pay on site. So if I press on pay on site, then you can see that my booking was created. So please pay on site. So that means I have the option of paying on site. Which effect does this have now on my booking? Initially on the screen, kulikuwa na option ya bookings. Which effect does this have on my bookings? If I go back, because I've already booked, if I go back to home, I just want to go back to home. If I go back to home, then refresh the home, you can see the bookings have changed from 0 to 1. So if I press on these bookings, then something shows up a bit. Let me do a refreshing again. I want to see the booking that I did. So to see the bookings I've done, up there where you have the Tcash name, on your right hand side you have the 3 lines. You can touch on them, then you can see my bookings. So under my bookings, you can see that I have this, which is unpaid. So when I touch on it, then you can see that this was booked, and my appointment has been successfully scheduled. So therefore, this person will be expecting me at that time on that day. So again, there is some important information that's supposed to arrive 10 minutes before my appointment. And if I need to cancel or reschedule, I need to do that at least 24 hours in advance. So that would mean that I would need to do that in 24 hours in advance, so that I'm able to make sure that this person is not disadvantaged. They were waiting for me, but they didn't show up. So that is the beauty of the platform. Once again, that is how you can be able to book for a service using your online platform. So now, good. What we refer to as how will you now set so that these customers can be able to book from you. How will you do the settings so that customer akikuja anapata your availability ina show up hapo, anapata like siku hauko hauko, so haezi book siku hauko. So how do you do that? I'll have to switch from my personal profile to the business profile. Once I switch, you can see I own a number of shops, but I just want to use the Aura Barber and Salon. So I switch to the Aura Barber and Salon. When I switch there, of course, performance today and upcoming bookings and so on. My interest is not on these things that are down there. My interest is up there today, where you have the business logo. So that is where my interest is. If you touch on the business logo, then this is going to show up. The Aura Baba and Salon, of course, I'm the owner, no rating yet. I can switch to personal profile. I don't want to do that, but I want to go all the way down to where you have business info. Business info ni information ya hiyo biashara. So when I touch on business info, then the following information shows up. What is the name of my business? You can be able to change that name from here. It is Aura Baba and Salon. How many photos do I have? I only have one photo. So that means wale customers watakuwa wataona hiyo picha moja, but I have the option of adding more. Where are we located? We are located in Nairobi, Kenya. Operating days every day. So how, if I want to change this, nitakuja tu niguze operating day instead of if I want to choose, I'll just touch on that bar that has the operating day. Then I have to choose. Do I operate every day or do I choose? Do I want to choose? If I want to choose, naweza choose. So naweza choose niko open Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, maybe siko Friday na Saturday na Sunday. So that will mean I'll just press on done. So you can choose a day. For example, if I want to give myself off on Sunday, naweza funga Sunday. Niseme this is done. So that means I'm not available every day, but I'm available during those days. Am I open on public holidays? Do I want to open? Do I want to close? I can choose also. These are some of the holidays that are there. New Year's Day, itakuwa Good Friday, nitakuwa Easter Monday, nitakuwa Eid Fitri, sitakuwa Labor Day, I will be there. Madaraka Day, I'll be there. Idi Adha, I'll not be there. Moi Day, I'll not be there. Utamaduni Day, I'll not be there. Mashujaa Day, you can choose nitakuwa. Diwali, nitakuwa. So then done. So once you choose on those, then you can see they have indicated themselves there. I need to save. So that means I've chosen the days and I've chosen the days of the week that I'll be available, and I've made a choice of also the kind of holidays that I want to be in operation. After that, you can see I'm verified. To say that I'm verified means that I've done my KYC. So you need to do your KYC for you to get the verification badge. Again, there is the option of operating hours. Which hours do I want to operate? So I can tap on that to change the hours that I would want to operate. So for example, on Monday, maybe Monday nitataka kufunga mapema. Nita set time ya kufunga maybe to around 10 a.m. done. Hii inamaanisha nitafanya kazi for only 2 hours. On Tuesday, if I want to change this to again 8 p.m. That's okay. It is changing to 8 p.m. Wednesday tuseme sifunguangi mapema. Wednesday nafungua 11 a.m. Done. So this information, editing this information and giving the correct information will ensure that customers hawabook and then wakikuja hauko. So make sure that unaekea time yenye unajua utakuwa umefika kwa shop. So hapa kwa operating hours, you as the business owner, it is you to control this. Sasa holidays, nataka kufungua saa ngapi on holidays? Maybe I want 12 a.m. to 11:59 p.m., which is okay. So I can just press on save. When I press on save, then those times have been set. So customer akienda kubook ataona masaa nitakuwa available. Hawezi book time yenye mimi siko, hawezi book siku yenye mimi siko. Then there are more settings there. The online shop, is it active? You must ensure that your online shop is active, because if it is not active, people cannot book from you, people cannot buy products from you. You must ensure hii shop yako iko active. What are some of the delivery options? Delivery options hapa ni gani? So delivery options ni pick up, or rather you can be able to deliver to people. If you offer delivery, that means unafaa kucharge mtu kumpelekea within a given area. So for example, instead of having pickup, instead ya kusema watu tu lazima wakujie, you can have the option of delivery. Why is the option of delivery very important? It is helping you earn more. Like unatengeneza do mob juu sasa unauza products na pia unapelekea mtu penye anataka kuchukua hiyo product. So on this one, then I can choose both. I prefer that you have both. Why both? Because utataka mtu akibook for your service akuje, ama wewe umpelekee the product or the service. When do you choose delivery? Choose delivery kama wewe hauna physical shop. So that means hakuna mtu anaweza kuja kwa shop yako. But if you have a physical shop, both is okay, because you can deliver and then people can pick those items from your shop. Then what are the delivery fees? Hapa unaweka sasa price yenye utakuwa una charge. You can charge say 100 from 0 to 5 kilometers. 0 to 5 kilometers ni within a very small radius. So 100 bob can be okay. But 5 to 10 kilometers, this is now a huge distance. So you can do maybe 300 for that distance. If it is a product, then you have maybe to send it as a parcel within that radius. You have to send it as a parcel, or you have to maybe have a delivery person like the boda do that for you. So lazima uweke price zenye ni reasonable, na pia unaweza overcharge kidogo. Unajua sisi kama Wakenya, you can overcharge kidogo ndio to delivery apate yake, but pia wewe unafaidikia hapo. And then over 10 kilometers naweza sema I'm charging say 1,000 for over 10 kilometers for delivery, then I'll say done. So client akienda apick delivery, akipick delivery, then inamaanisha mimi nitamcharge kumdelivia, na nitamcharge based on what I have already indicated there. Pay later, is it active? You must ensure that your pay later is also active. Why so? Because this is where now you're able to give things on credit to your loyal customers. So ikuwe active pia, ndio loyal customer wako wakikuja unaweza compare a product on credit. And that is how you are able, or you can be able, to set up your business and ensure that your online visibility is top notch. Inamaanisha aje? Uko visible online. That brings us to the end of our session. See you in the next one. Thank you. Enjoy your evening.